Here's my review of Hunter x Hunter, episode 96, so let's get into this. So this week's episode of Hunter x Hunter, this was a good episode this week. This was just a all-out brawl episode. Everybody was fighting. All the Phantom Troupe members were fighting. Well, most of the Phantom Troupe members were fighting because some were not there. You know, like Nobunaga, Franklin, you know, those people, they're not there. But regardless, we get to see the Phantom Troupe go in on these ants, and we get to see more of their abilities, their nin abilities. So this is kind of cool. So I like to see this. So basically, I'm just gonna go over each of the characters of what their nin abilities are and what they do and stuff. The first one is Bonolenov. Yeah, that guy, the boxer guy, the mummy boxer dude. Yeah, I thought he was a boxer. He's very misleading. Like, I thought he was gonna be some kind of enhancer that could punch people and stuff. But no, this guy is freaking the sound user. Like, he basically makes shockwaves and stuff like that. He makes big old shockwaves. He can apparently bring down the Jupiter on somebody. Like, literally bring down the Jupiter on somebody. Like, god dang, like, he crushed that chimera ant with that move. I'm just like, okay. And not to mention, when you take off the freaking bandages, that's like a little weird. This dude freaking purple. He has like all these holes inside him, which is what creates the sound and stuff like that. Apparently, he's from this tribe that be putting freaking holes inside them bodies and stuff, and they can be able to make the best sound. Basically, he's gonna be like a strong warrior and stuff. I'm just like, this is weird. I don't even know how the heck you have holes in some of the areas you have holes in exactly. Like your stomach. How are you alive? Like, but he's purple. So I don't know. Okay, I don't know. This guy's interesting though. He's very interesting. It's funny though, seeing as we don't really get to see this guy often, but when you finally get to see him now, he actually does something. So it's kind of interesting because within this entire series, we haven't really been seeing him often like that. Like he's like sometimes in the background, but there's other times where he's like MIA. He's nowhere to be seen. Like, I don't know where do you go? Like, it's very interesting. But he's here and he did something in this episode, so he has an interesting ability. When it comes to Shalnark in this episode, Shalnark is a blonde-haired dude that's kind of like, he has like the pink shirt, and it has like the little collar that's like blue and stuff. Yeah, that guy. He's a manipulator. He basically controls somebody with his two little needle things that he has, and he tried to control this person that he was fighting, but for some reason it couldn't work because someone else actually was already manipulating the enemy, which was this other chimera ant. There's also a manipulator, so he actually got captured. And what we see here from Shalnark, this guy goes Super Saiyan. Yeah, he's all in Super Saiyan mode. I'm just like, oh, righty then. Like, he went Super Saiyan mode. Like, after he poked this, after he basically controlled himself, and stabbed himself with that thing, and he's just like, bam! He just had all his energy, rushed right through that sucker. Kamehameha! Like, I mean, Dragon Fist, that's something. That sucker went right through him and just disintegrated that sucker. He was gone the moment he got in that mode. I was like, god dang. Like, alrighty then. Like, I didn't know what he could really do, but that was impressive. I like that. Good for you, Shalnark. I'm like, he's all looking cool too, looking beast mode and stuff, all shiny. Like, I don't know. That was Super Saiyan, okay? That was Super Saiyan. So, Shalnark is cool. When it came to Phinks in this episode, Phinks went One Punch Man on this one dude. Like, he just has one punch. It's very, 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 very similar to Gon's Sunken Rock, or you know, Jajakin if you want to call it. The whole point is it's very similar. It's the same type of like energy basically. He's also an enhancer, so it's just like it's very, very similar. It's like the same attack basically, except his is so much more powerful. Like he was only at 15%, or at least like 15 swings. So he's 15% punches the chimera ant disintegrated. He got Togoro'd. If you watch Yu Yu Hakusho, there's a guy named Toguro in there. And basically, Toguro, every time I watch him, I call this Toguro because Toguro basically every time in Yu Yu Hakusho he punches somebody, like they disintegrate. Like every time he does it, like he's like 50%. He punches someone and boom, like everyone disappears. So I call that Toguro. So freaking Phinks just Toguro or disintegrated that sucker. That was freaking impressive though. I was like, all right, I like that. And he didn't even break a sweat. So that guy's a beast. That guy was a beast. And so when it came to Kalluto, this is the only other one that actually did something in this episode. We get to see any of her nin ability. So what she really does is she uses paper and like a fan with wind and stuff. Like she reminds me of Kagura from Inuyasha, and kind of like the Read or Die thingy with paper and stuff, because Read or Die, they use paper and all that stuff. So it kind of reminds me of those two things in the mixture. And basically, she just like throws this paper around, and then if the paper gets stuck on you in any area, I guess she can like break it immediately after. I'm assuming that's what it is. I'd say her power is kind of weird. Like I wasn't as impressed when it came to her, because I need to know more about her power to see what else she can really do. Because from what we see, it just seems like once the paper gets stuck there, she can then immediately take it off. Though that can't be the case, because this guy that she was fighting had a weapon. And it was made of steel, but she cut that crap like it was nothing, like it was paper. Like paper cut steel, apparently. So if you're doing paper, rock, scissors, paper will beat scissors. Like, I don't. It's weird. It's very interesting. So I don't know how her ability exactly works, but nonetheless, it's kind of cool to see what she can do. And the rest of this episode, basically, we kind of see Shizuku, I mean, and she doesn't really do too much. She's just kind of like trapped right now and stuck by Pike. You know, the spider chimera ant, yeah. That looks all kind of like fruity and no, not fruity. I'm not really sure what I can call him, but he looks kind of odd, this whole thing, and he's just kind of like they're at a standstill right now. So I wonder what she's gonna end up having to do. I can't wait to see what she's capable of. I mean, all we know is that she has a freaking vacuum and she can suck things up. So maybe there's. I want to see if there's more to her ability than what we already seen. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we're gonna see there. And then when it comes to Phaeton is facing against the queen of this area, basically. You know, the queen is basically that chimera ant that kills Pokal, or not killed Pokal, but the chimera ant that actually captured Pokal with her stinger. Is that girl. Though I'll say about this episode too, what is up with that girl? Like, her freaking, like, chest, like, her bust size is, like, much bigger than usual. I don't know, this was weird. It was weird. Like, this girl, come in, like, what's going on here, huh? It's not time to get thirsty right now, okay? Yeah, I don't want to get thirsty, but it's like, what was going on with that? it was weird. But nonetheless, Phaeton is actually facing off against that ant, and all he's doing is using a sword. It's kind of very reminiscent to Hiei in this episode. Like like I heard he was like modeled after Hiei a little bit, so maybe that's part of the case. So I'm curious what he's gonna be able to actually do, what he's gonna do with his abilities. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. 'Cause I know he's going to win. He's going to win. It's Phaeton here. Like, he's a beast. Like, I already know. Like, just the way he looks. He looks like a beast. Like, he's not gonna just lose to this person. So I look forward to the rest of this fight and all this stuff's going down. So yeah, basically all that's actually happened in this episode is just a demonstration of each and every one of their powers. So yeah, that's basically it. That's all there is to it, buddies. So leave your comments below and tell me what you think of this week's episode of Hunter x Hunter. Like this review and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Hunter x Hunter reviews from me. See, it's been the Thabreakmaster, and until then, people, break out.